Hi Year 2, I hope you're well. So for maths this week, we're thinking about telling the time, which is a really important skill for you to learn as you get older. And you have been thinking the last couple of days about clockwise and anti-clockwise directions and turns and the hands on the clock. Today, we're going to be learning about how to show an o'clock and a half past time on your clock. So here we go. So first of all, if you look at the clock, we have got two hands on the clock. Now, the large hand shows us the minutes, and the little hand is the hour hand that shows us the hour, and that's really important. And a clock always moves this way round in a clockwise direction. So, do you remember how many minutes there were in an hour? Perhaps tell your mum or your dad if they're there. 60 minutes make 1 hour. Well done. So an o'clock time means that it's no minutes past the hour. It's on the o'clock. Whenever we have an o'clock time, the most important thing to remember is the minute hand is always pointing straight up to the 12 like that. Okay? So this time on my clock, what time would that show? Really good. That would be 4 o'clock, because the hour hand is pointing to the 4 and the minute hand is pointing up to the 12. That means o'clock, 4 o'clock. Let's do another one. Can you see what time my clock is showing now? So the hour hand is pointing to the 8. The minute hand is pointing up to the 12. So that means it is 8 o'clock. Let's do one more. Can you have a go at saying what time this would be? Fantastic. That would be 11 o'clock. Again, it's always o'clock when the big minute hand is pointing up to the 12. And here we can see the hour hand is pointing to the 11. Brilliant. Now, at half past the hour, the minute hand has gone half the way around the circle. So it's pointing straight down to the 6. That means it's gone half the way around. Okay? But at the same time as the minute hand on the clock is going halfway around, this hour clock goes slowly to the next hour. So it would be halfway between 1 hour and the next hour. So let's have a look at this time now. The hour hand is in the middle between the 2 and the 3. And the minute hand is pointing straight down to the 6. So that would be half past 2. We know it's half past if the minute hand is pointing straight down. It's gone halfway past. And the hour hand is between 2 and 3. So it hasn't got to 3 o'clock yet. So that would be half past 2. So here is another half past time. So my minute hand has gone half the way around pointing to the 6. Can you see where my hour hand is? It's between the 9 and the 10. So that time would be half past 9. Let's do one more. What time would this be? Perhaps tell your mum and dad if they're there. Have a look. So the minute hand is gone halfway around pointing to the 6, so it's half past. Where's my hour hand between the 1 and the 2? Has it got to 2 o'clock yet? No, it's gone past 1 o'clock, so it would be half past 1, because the hour hand is halfway between the 1 and the 2. Fantastic. So don't forget that when it's an o'clock time, the minute hand always points up to the 12. And when it's a half past time, the minute hand always points down to the 6. It's gone halfway around. So for your maths activity today, year 2, I would like you please to have a go at looking at some clocks, and some of them are half past times and some of them are o'clock times, and writing the time underneath each clock. And the next activity is looking at the time, like 2:30, and I need you to draw the hands on the clock. Be really careful to make sure that I can see which hand is the bigger hand and the smaller hand, which is the hour hand and the minute hand. And don't forget in a 2:30 that the hour hand always points halfway between 1 hour and the next hour, doesn't it? If you do that, maybe you could start thinking about this problem. So can you find an hour later? So what's this time here? It's an o'clock time. The minute hand is pointing up to the 12. The hour hand is pointing to the 3. It's 3 o'clock. What time would it be if it's 1 hour later? 1 whole hour later. So my minute hand is going to go all the way around 1 hour. And my hour hand is going to go to the next hour. So 1 hour later than 3 o'clock would be 4 o'clock. So have a practice. If you've got a clock at home, if you made a clock with a paper plate, that would be brilliant. Or if you can find a clock to practice with at home. Or there is an interactive clock that you can have a go with, which I've put a link to on Google Classroom, so you can have a go on the computer. So I look forward to seeing your 2:30 and o'clock work. Work super hard and practice at home. Really proud of you, year 2. Have a great morning. Bye.